In the last 150 years, there have only been 3 new islands that have emerged naturally on the planet and survived more than a few months. One of them is way out in the Pacific Ocean near Tonga. It doesn't have an official name yet, but we know it erupted from the rim of an underwater caldera. Scientists at NASA have only been studying it by satellite until a team led by Dan Slayback visited it in October. And now they just detailed their findings in a new NASA blog post entitled, "Land Ho! Visiting a Young Island." And they found a lot of things. The blog post describes how giddy they felt visiting it for the first time, like discovering a new planet or something. And they described how different the island's landscape was from what they expected. By satellite, the beaches looked shallow and made of black sand. In reality, they were very deep, and big waves made it hard to approach. And instead of black sand, the beach was actually made of a pea-sized gravel that was painful to walk on. It was very different than they expected. They also found a lot of vegetation, actual green plants with little pink flowers. They think the island was likely seeded by bird droppings. They also found hundreds of nesting sooty terns. They also spotted a barn owl hanging out. None of those findings were particularly remarkable, as there are other nearby islands where plants and animals can migrate over from. But they did find one thing remarkable, and that's some kind of mystery mud. From a satellite view, they could see light-colored material coming out of the island's core. They figured it might be some kind of volcanic ash or something. But when they actually got there and saw it, they realized it wasn't ash. It's this strange clay mud, and it's really sticky, and they have no idea where it's coming from. They didn't get to stay too long because of weather, so they weren't able to figure out what the mystery mud was before leaving. But Slayback says he can't wait to go back and keep looking around. It's just another example of how little we know about this planet and the universe in general, our whole existence. We think of science as this immutable thing, an encyclopedia of certainty. But the truth is, it's a living, changing thing, and we're only scratching the surface. And in today's world of people crying apocalypse left and right, stuff like mystery mud gives me a lot of hope that there's still a lot for us to do yet, and a lot of hope still yet to be found. And that's my spin on it.